Hey guys, welcome back. BDC Gary here. We're back with another online multiplayer video. This is going up while we're away, but this is being filmed beforehand. So just to give you guys a little context, this is recovery phase from my oral surgery.
This is your first video after having had your surgery.
Yeah, but that's less important than the actual content. That's more of going to be an excuse if I'm talking quieter or
mumbling?
less often, or if it's off at all.
All right.
Blame the surgery.
Blame the surgery.
Not the mouth that had the surgery.
All right. So here's the thing. Here's the deal with this team. Welcome back, by the way.
Thank you.
It started off as the idea of making New 52 Superman a super tank because he's got the Rage of Krypton, which not only gives a buff to basic damage when he's got power, but he also takes less damage. So we can reduce his damage by, I believe, 45% because he counts as his own Justice League teammate. And the best way to take advantage of him being a tank, the problem is tanks tend to not be very important at the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
They're important if the fight lasts a long time. So we may not see it as much because New 52 Wonder Woman, you saw, she gives power to her teammates. So we're making her to be a specialist with the Tantu Totem, Master's Death Card, and she's going to generate a buttload of power and pass it on to everybody. So the idea is most of the time when she tags, and she's going to be able to finish people off. And with Killer Frost, we have to be a little bit careful because
we didn't get a full bar.
We didn't get a full second bar, right? So there's our first bar given to everybody, and we're going to be able to actually get them up to 2 bars. So what's fun about this? Okay, so there's a bunch of things. All right, so I should mention Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman is the other one, and she's interesting because she's our putative basic damage dealer, but she's not really, because what we expect with
Now
this...
tell me what that word means. I
Well,
don't know what that...
So she's sort of, for sort of all the purposes of this video, for all appearances, she is sort of our basic damage dealer.
Yeah.
But really in name only because she's not going to be spending a lot of time doing basic damage. And what I like about her and what makes her fun, besides the fact that she gives health, when she's... So the idea is if New 52 Wonder Woman is giving a bunch of power to everybody, then I want it to mean something.
Yeah.
So the extra part for New 52 Superman is, instead of... Originally, I'd actually given him League of Assassins knives for splash damage and doing special ones. But I realized, well, I've got all this power. I should actually give him Batman Ninja, Batman's helmet. And so when he has the power, if I don't spend it, he's got really great tankiness.
So he's an even better tank. You've played even harder into the tank class.
Right, but because I don't need to do anything else because his Rage of Krypton also makes him a really spectacular basic damage dealer. Like 3 100% boosts is pretty good. And I don't actually need to do anything else to make him good. He's got 50%
Yeah, and you don't need to spend it to earn the boosts.
Right. The danger mainly is that somebody tries to steal his power, but the helmet also protects a little bit against that.
Yeah.
And what makes Dawn of Justice Woman even fun, so even though she's putative, and I took the liberties of actually Googling the definition.
Yeah, I noticed that. I think recently we've actually been using our phones more often.
During
filming, because it like we have them at our disposal. I think beforehand it just seemed weird.
So putative is sort of like ostensibly, so the definition, the dictionary definition is commonly believed or deemed to be the case, accepted by supposition rather than as a result of proof, which is sort of what I was getting at, right? So she's in name, I'm calling her that, but she's really not going to do much about it because what I'm going to do is by the time she tags in, right? Because really, New 52 Wonder Woman, unless something really goes wrong, she should be knocking out 2, if not all 3 guys. If there's somebody left, then by the time I tag in New 52 Superman, he should be a really good, not only be a really good tank, but a really good basic damage dealer. Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman, Claw of Horus. Well, I'm going to take away all the gears, strip them away from the last guy. You know what? We have a couple options there. I should have probably brought in Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman, and that would have actually been more interesting to prove the point. But look, so he's got 2 bars. See, look how much damage he's doing.
In the hundreds.
All right, so now that I've got the chance, I'm gonna take away some of it. So the first one didn't hit. It only smashes gear 75% of the time. There's 1 gear gone. Hopefully there's another gear gone, and it doesn't matter. The good thing about Claw of Horse is it doesn't care if it blocks, but it rinses if you tag off. But if it's the last guy, we don't really care.
Because there's...
Oh,
there's no
10,000.
tag
He's only
off.
got one boost, and he's already doing 10,000 on
wow.
damage. So let's just finish him off. Or maybe not.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, that's okay. So, what else did I want to make with this team? That I don't want to... All right, so Quake Engine is actually pretty good as a specialist gear, in addition to just being gear for the subset of specialists that do damage over time.
Yeah.
Because it boosts the damage by 50% on somebody with less than 1 bar of power. The problem is, what I love about New 52 Wonder Woman is when she tags in, the reach on the first hit of her special 2 is really, really good. So that means, unlike some other guys where if you tag in with Master's Death Cart, the Master's Death Cart pushes them back a little bit so that the first hit of your special 2 can sometimes whiff, or sometimes the follow-up hit, like with Batman Ninja Batman, will whiff. Mm-hmm. So the first hit hits, they're stunned, but then the one that's supposed to do a bunch of damage doesn't connect. So she's really good. So I want her to be able to do a special 2 right away. The timing is perfect so that the time it takes to build up is enough so that when you take your first swing with special 2, and the latency is short, you actually connect on all of them. So yeah, it's too bad. It's almost too bad that we're gonna knock him out. I'd like to show.
Is it really?
No, it's not. It's fun. It would be fun to show Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman smashing somebody's gear so that they're basically bare, and then taking our time with them with New 52 Superman. Yeah. And they don't do a lot of damage, but it's so fun because there's very little risk on the team. The main risk is power dampeners.
Nothing.
Oh yeah. Main risk is power dampeners, but it's fun to see that, like, when you finish a team, and even if it's not that fast, and you see that the other Wonder Woman, I should say, and Superman both have like 3 bars of power, and
you have a lot of latent damage that you're just kind of holding.
Yeah. So, and some of the variations originally were that I made Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman the classic damage dealer, so I could try to. Just do the classical team, but I found that with Tantu Totem giving power back, it's just too easy to wipe out a team. Oh, here we go. Is this going to finish him off? Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, 118,000
there we
follow
go.
through on
Let's
that.
check That's pretty good.
It is.
Look, that's good damage.
Yeah, that's
almost 1 million in 8 seconds.
Yeah, that's better than 100,000 a minute. All right, so Killer Frost is, like I said, Killer Frost is a problem. When we tag in with Master's Death Cart, we're in range to hit, I think, once with our swipe attack, basic attack.
Yeah.
Often it whiffs. Most of the time it whiffs, but I still try it anyways, so that to get the little bit of extra power. Some have better reach. I think Deathstroke, for example, has much better reach, so that when he tags in and Master's Death Cart does a push, it's still close enough that he can finish a tap combo. Ooh, tap combo's better, so I'm close. I should stop doing swipe combos when I tag in against power dampening.
Yeah.
Is what I should do. If I were smarter, I would.
That's fine. Oh, there.
Oh, this is perfect. I love Astro Harness because this means I can do one special 2, and then I'll do, instead of doing another special 2, I'll do special 1 if I need to just generate more power. All right, so this is probably
not only is that no cost, but with her it's actually free power.
Yeah. That was actually a mistake. It's my instinct to want to do a special. What I really should do is just never do a special with New 52 Superman.
Just to preserve the tank.
Yep.
That's so incredible. Now anything that totally makes you lose your special is actually a huge buff to our team.
Yep, so Astro Harness is great. Astro Harness, if Astro Harness is there, I can do a special 2 with New 52 Wonder Woman. That's a bar for everybody. And then if I did another special 2, the last hit would probably connect, so I wouldn't get my power back. Oh, so this is perfect. So we're going to shatter his gear. Oh, shoot. Yeah. We can shatter his gear. Oh, actually, he might get knocked out.
He's going to be dead, probably. Oh, there we go. Oh. Perfect.
He won't have any gear. He won't have any health.
Oh, see?
But
by the time he ran out of gear, he also ran out of health.
New 52 Superman, full health, 3 bars. Yeah. It's actually pretty spectacular. So, yeah, that's the idea. Originally, when I played this team with League of Assassin's Knives, I was more used to the habit of doing special 1 every once in a while with New 52 Superman.
Yeah.
All right, so as I was saying about her power, New 52 Wonder Woman, the rhythm basically is tag in, do a special 2 against Astro Harness, do a special 1, which won't connect, and the second special 1 will connect. Often it'll bring them down to the next invulnerability. Then I can do a couple more special 1s, and then I've already got, what?
A ton of power.
A ton of power for everybody else.
Yeah, that's so good. Because really what you do is you take that stalling technique and you use it to just build up the time that normally is wasted.
Yes.
Even when at best basically what happens is you don't take damage.
Right.
You actually, this kind of uses that momentum.
Yes.
And gives it to us.
Well, it's like heal on special 1. I like the idea of, so let's try to get some health back. Yeah, you blocked, so not that useful. But the idea that specials that can be useful even when they don't connect, and in this case, it's extra useful because she's got 2 teammates that can take advantage of that.
Yeah, it's not even just useful to her. It's useful to the enemy. It's useful to the rest of our team, and it's buffing our characters.
Yeah. So, more than just power.
Yeah.
Like, the New 52 Superman is benefiting hugely from it, both in becoming more tanky
Yeah.
and a better basic damage dealer.
It's power, it's defense, and it's more basic damage for the rest of the match, which is crazy. That's like, that's a lot of value for
Right.
basically, the enemy has spent a gear to give us that ability.
What? I made a mistake. I actually had this on the original thing. This was supposed to be Batman Ninja, Batman's helmet. So I'm going to switch it out. I actually had League of Assassins Adept Knives, which was probably... Yeah, so this is what I actually wanted to be doing on this guy.
So better power, less damage.
Yes.
Sorry, better crit chance, less damage.
It's just more of a tank.
Yeah.
So that was a mistake. So because I've been playing around with this a little bit, I've made some variations. I tried this originally with a Batman instead of Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman as the basic damage dealer and to round out the Justice League team. But all right, so now you're going to really see how much better this team is with focusing on the one thing that makes him really good, not giving up on the power, and just holding on to it. Because as you see when he came in, doing a special 1, splash damage on one other guy is not that useful. Splash damage 2 is good. On 1 isn't.
Yeah, 50% bonus splash damage. Dealing half the damage of a special 1 in splash damage isn't that great, especially when the other gears want to be a tank.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have been paying attention to that I didn't have. I thought it wasn't performing quite the way I'd expected it to. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Is this going to be a speed record for this team?
Maybe. It's going to be quick.
Flawless victory. That's what that was. 6 seconds is not bad.
Yeah, 6 seconds is good. That's respectable for any team, I think.
Especially in multiplayer. All right, so what's cool is because New 52 Wonder Woman can tag in and immediately do a special 1, I don't care about somebody with power. The only time I might care about somebody with power is if they have Astro Harness 2.
Yeah.
I will still get my special 2 in, but often they will get their attack in right after their invulnerability drops, which is not the best for me. But this is perfect. He's got 1 bar of power. He's not particularly tanky, so we can still tag her in, and he's going to be a non-factor.
Easy. Ooh, some bonus damage.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be enough.
That's your splash damage right there.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
Oh, look at that.
All right, and everybody's got 3 bars.
Doesn't even matter.
And they can't enjoy it yet. Oh,
Ooh.
thick fingers. Yeah, you know what? I'm hitting 39 degrees, right? So it's the high 30s already. By the time we finish this fight, it's going to be in the 40s. And I'm probably going to have more trouble like this.
Yeah. Overheating is not an issue that I thought we would have to deal with.
Right. Oh, so there you go. 10 seconds. That's slow.
That's...
No, it's not.
yeah, and only less than 500,000 damage for 8 seconds in.
So as little damage as the teammates do, they're actually really important. I'm hoping that we can see a team or see a fight where it actually comes into play.
Yeah, because they're not always important, but when they are, they're...
Right. And that's the idea, right? Because as you're taking care of the other team with New 52 Wonder Woman, if something happens that you don't expect, what you've done the whole time that you were using New 52, and I keep having to say that because, you know, there's 2 Wonder Women. She spent all that power.
Womans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I know. Oh, this might be the fight.
That's a lot of
This
damage.
is the fight, because he's blocking it. Alright, so we need to bring Superman to take the special 2. And this might be the time. Yeah, that's
Perfect.
okay. He has 1 bar. But he's also got the damage reduction from his teammates and his gear. And 46 is not bad. 49 would be better. Look,
Not much at all.
she did her super. Alright, so she's out. Hopefully we can take him out too.
Oh, yeah, he'll be done. Oh, perfect.
Alright,
some
yeah,
more...
she's not going to survive, but I want to just generate more power for the team because, like I pointed out, Superman, he's going to... Oh, stunned.
Who cares? Look at that.
Try
Try your hardest.
I don't know if she's got the Cloak of Destiny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but she disabled one of the gears, so maybe I don't want to leave him in, but, you know, it's just so tempting now. See, all right, so look, we didn't spend any power, but he's got 2 Superman symbols up there, right? So now you can see that you don't actually have to spend the power to
For the
generate
stack.
past the 3, right? Yeah, so you
Yeah,
get...
because that's the equivalent of generating 4 bars, is what we got credit for.
Right. And now we're just going to strip her out of all the gear that she got. That's 2 down.
You know what I wonder? I wonder if you can earn more while fighting actively, or if it has to be from that passive addition.
What do you mean?
Because it might be able to do it. Would it generate 2 and then 3 if he was fighting the whole time? Or is it only because we're using a special that, like a passive that automatically adds it?
I think it would generate during the same time because we were seeing some of that, I think, in that fight.
I don't think I saw a 1 bubble to 2 bubble transition while he was actually active.
That's a good point. That's
right?
interesting. It's possible. I
Because
think
it might be a different calculation. I think maybe because it definitely counts as him generating power still, right? And that's why the new ones trigger. Something in the game counts as generating power. So it would make sense to me that Wonder Woman's is different because it's an external thing adding power to everybody else.
The problem is with the fight, if he's in it generating power, then it just takes much longer. Like she's just doing it so much faster because of the Tantu Totem.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying we should test it.
I'm saying I don't think we'll be able to see it. All right, so let's hope this doesn't hit. Let's hope Astro Harness holds up. Perfect. And there we go. I think we're at 2.5 bars of power now. We just need 1 more.
Yeah, I don't think that's the kind of thing we're testing, but I think it would definitely be interesting to see. Look at that. Hardly any damage.
So this is perfect. Now I'm going to use him to knock out Killing Joke. I didn't even feel that. I'm going to use him to knock out Killing Joke Joker.
No, look at all the damage over time we were taking.
Yeah, I know, eh? It's crazy. But I think when Wonder Woman tags in with 3 bars of power, I'm going to just see how much damage she's going to take. Because, okay, so he has almost all his health. Let's see how much she takes
How many bubbles did he have?
He had 2. I think 2. I wasn't entirely paying attention.
Yeah, me neither. We'll see.
Yeah, 2. He had 2. She took off about half his health with a full super.
Yeah, but he had less than full health before, too.
Yeah, a little bit. He was close, though.
There we go. Yeah, he's pretty spectacular as a tank.
And not only that, he's got that potential. If you give him enough power generation, he's a basic damage dealer. Think about it. Basic damage gear, you're getting at most 70% boost with each piece.
Yeah.
Here, you're getting 100% 3 times. Instead of 210, we're getting 300. So he's a better basic damage dealer. With the
In
one
late
caveat,
game, not right at the beginning.
With the caveat that he doesn't have the crit chance, right? He's only got 50%. You can't boost it with any gear because we're doing that to make him all tank all the time.
Yeah. But I think that's worthwhile. His passive is the only thing that really makes him
But this is what makes him really fun.
Yeah.
This is what really makes. We're facing almost the same team except they've got Injustice 2 Superman against us.
Perfect.
All right, so there's the second bar of power. Let's hope it doesn't connect. Astro Harness holds up.
Look at that timing. Oh, and then you can pop his... Oh, crap.
Yeah, he... Oh, special 2. Which is normally deadly, and we survived it.
Whatever.
He did less than half.
That ain't nothing.
He did less than half the damage.
That's sweet.
That was sweet. No, the blocking wasn't so sweet, but...
There we go. That's some good damage, though. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but look how little damage he's... Look how much damage he's giving.
Oh! Look at that. He ate some other specials and 2 special 2s from Injustice 2 Superman. Still health to spare.
I think a lot of the fights we'd see with Injustice 2 Superman, that one special 2 would be enough to knock out somebody and carry over to the next person.
Yeah, and he took more than 2. He took 2 full special 2s, and then some specials, and then some basic damage.
So now we're just going to try to heal everybody a bit.
And he's
this is
ready for
perfect. This is
more,
beautiful.
ain't he?
Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna get
crack
to...
him open like a nut.
Perfect, even more. If we swapped our Superman in,
Look,
he'd have
she
all
blocked,
3.
and she lost about more than half of her health after blocking. All right, so let's soften him up a bit. Take away another piece of gear.
Dead.
Oh, too late.
Wow. That was a spectacular amount of survivability.
And it was a great demonstration of just... I mean, it was a longer fight, but it was a great demonstration of just how good this team can be if you use each person to their role.
But that's the thing. Longer fights are going to happen sometimes. Fights like that are going to happen sometimes. You can't avoid them.
Right.
The important part is that a longer fight isn't a lost fight.
That's true.
Because if we had a bad team, that wouldn't be a long fight. It might have been a quick fight, but it might have also been a fight that we lost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the main trouble, or not trouble, but the main risk and danger of this team is facing power dampening. Yeah. So you don't get 2 full bars, and then you got to work around that a little bit.
Well, we've seen some of that with Killer Frost.
Yeah, an Earth 2 team would be, I think, a little bit harder.
How many of those have we seen? I think we saw 2 of those so far, right?
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly. And we haven't had too much trouble with them. To be fair, one of them was very early. Our first fight was Killer Frost, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So then you can play one of 2 ways. You can play it so that you just tag Wonder Woman in and do a combo
8
and
seconds.
Generate power. Yeah, that's not bad.
We're spending a lot more time loading than we are fighting on the good fights.
Yeah.
And that was fight 6.
Yep.
That's not supposed to be a breezy fight, but it was.
Right. Do you know what? I'll tell you something. This might be a team that's worth fully maxing.
Oh, and seeing...
Because
there's not too many places to go from here.
Astro Harness is not a problem with this strategy.
Yeah, fights would be longer, but they would actually be more... I'd be more confident in a victory fighting Astro Harness.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Raven is sort of interesting because there's a chance that we could trigger a special a couple times. Oh, I didn't even need to tag him in because the power drain from Heart of Darkness was enough to... Oh, she's going to hit him. That's alright.
That's fine. Look at the damage.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Not much. The basic damage is nothing, basically.
Yeah. So the Heart of Darkness is what gives the damage over time power drain, so I didn't need to tag her out because... what I was afraid of, that she would get hit with a special, which I did not want to have happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Good night. And that is that, as they say.
Yeah. So there we go. Now, normally we wouldn't do this at the end of a play video, but we want to give a shout out to all of our patrons because not only are they still supporting us when there's less content, they don't even get to hear us say their names as often because the content that is coming out isn't
the routine Q&A and T and our recap videos.
Yeah, so a huge thank you to Eddie G, Edwin Felix, and Console Peasant, and they're all supporting us at the Last Word tier. Mm-hmm. We have iProfit at the Your Message Here tier, and then we have Lane, Daniel Simonson, and Sean Farrell on the credited tier. And we want to give a huge, technically unpaid for, but very much earned shout out to Force Viking and Laszlo Georgiades for continuing to support us. Thank you guys so much, and thank you to everybody else for watching. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.